Here we go with only 3 laps on the clock. Green, white, checkered 75 is going to be taking the front. Back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Huge jump for that 75, as he's been doing all night long. Making it difficult for that 76 to try to catch up to him in a couple laps. Let's see what happens here. We're coming back in. Here we go. White flag is out. No more cautions, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. This is going to be the end of the race. 76. 75 pushing hard. 76. 39's now catching up. Here we go. 75 takes it home here at Bristol for the VFW CRPA 54. Looks like Tyler K and Kenneth Gallman are going to be battling it out for the restart here at Richmond for the down and out 175. This has been one of the most exciting races we've been able to watch all season. Here we go. Pace cars off the track. We're going back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag. A little bit of bumping right there in the beginning. Jockeying for position 86 is Shane Cochran's trying to fight his way out to the front. Number 8 creating a decent gap for himself, able to get up there. He's going to be running his own race here in a moment. They get final lap. No more cautions for this. Austin, here we go. Last time around Richmond. 8 battling it out with the 71.
This is it. Definitely not the podium finishers that we were expecting 5 laps ago. But here we are.
Not at all. And the number 8 takes it home. I told you we were going to get a new winner tonight, Austin. I knew it. Tyler K. And that was my pick as well. You just got to calm down. Not get into that.
In. Don't worry about what's behind you. Just keep looking forward.
That's right. You know his heart is pumping 2,000 beats a minute right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to come around for the last lap. White flag is about to fly here in a moment. White flag. No more cautions. 28 or 48 out front. 42 up into the wall. Jonas Seawright able to gain a little bit of momentum on that, but he is unfortunately going to be still 8 seconds back. 48 coming around for the last time here at Rockingham.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Good work, boys, up in the booth. Thank you guys all for showing up tonight. Craig had an amazing job out on the track. We're going to go ahead and get our drivers up here for some interviews. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Green Flag Racing here at Richmond. 3 to go. These guys are going to battle it out.
Craig had with a real good restart. Simple got a heck of a jump on the out.
Going around for 2 to go. Brown looking for that 48. Fought his way back up to the front. He's on his inside, looking on his inside. 48 blocking right there. Oh,
Craig had better be ready.
He tapped him. He did.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the THDesign Truck Series here on GEC NASCAR League Racing. The Don't Tase Me BRoval 92. We are at the Charlotte Roval for week 4, the regular season. Drivers are out there qualifying right now. We have a little bit smaller field than usual. A lot of drivers opting out of the road course, but there's going to be some much needed points earned here tonight, and somebody going to stamp their ticket into the playoffs. Should be an exciting race. We're going to try to catch every bit of off-track, wall-banging, wheel-busting action. Here tonight, I'm Shane Cochran in the booth. Along with me is Joe Barrow. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready for this race. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, a lot of chatter through the week over whether or not the setup, the weather, everything was appropriate. In the end, we said, hey, race what you got. Show us what you got. Should be a great race here as the setup has the trucks drifting through the turns. You can really gain some speed by how you use your right foot versus the kind of the limit of the truck. So it should be a really good one. They always say loose is fast, and that's what I expect here tonight. Take a look at our race rundown. As I said, this is the race number 4 in the regular season. 80 degrees in the air temp with a 91 degree track temperature, and it's going to heat up as we go. 40 laps here tonight with one stage at lap 16. And the things to keep in mind are there's no cautions other than the stage, and there's no TPS penalties because of that, which means drivers can race. You know, we don't need people getting into each other and causing personal issues, but nobody needs to be afraid of getting faulted for a caution. Everyone's going to get that -1 point here tonight, so that is great news for everybody as drivers are starting to hit the track. Oh no, we've got a rare pace car here for a NASCAR race. Looks like we got a Porsche out there. I don't know how I feel about that.
I was waiting for somebody to catch that.
Couple drivers still to join, so we are going to launch our national anthem as usual, and as soon as that's over, we'll run through the grid here with you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And there you have it as they come out of the infield and onto the backstretch. We're going to jump on board with our pace car and run through tonight's starting grid. On pole, Cameron Craighead. Al Simmons going to start outside in P2. And it's Michael Boyd and Hammond in row 2. Kano and Chapman, row 3. And Seawright and Kiernan in row 4. Jamie Griffin and John Anthony rounding out your top 10 starters. Then Weaver and Gallman in row 6. Hayes and Sellers in row 7. And Culleton and Sahadak, row 8. Abu Saeed and Khan in row 9. And then Weibel in 19th. And that is our starting grid here at the Roval. This is going to be a fun one to watch. Like I said, it's always a challenge to cover a road course as a broadcaster because there's so many different races going on at a time and multiple drivers off track, but we're going to do our best to show you anything and everything that happens tonight, whether it's live or on the replay. And here we come. The 33 and the 74 are going to lead us to green. Expect Barney to throw that flag right around the time they come out of that final chicane, and there it is. 33 with a great start. A couple drivers into the curbs. Nobody making heavy contact. That is great news. Already 3 wide.
Sellers is pulling out of the pits now. He must have missed the start.
You know, this might be one race where that isn't going to hurt him all that much. The exit to the pits is right there after turn 1. He is directly behind the 47 of Khan already. Everybody making it pretty clean here through the infield the first time through. Up front, Craighead got a nice, comfortable lead ahead of the 74. First time through that backstretch chicane. Again, really impressed with how smooth the entire field is on these cold tires in a hot track.
110 degrees.
Like a couple drivers slow here on the backstretch, but nobody in the wall or anything.
Yeah, I think they come in a little too hot to the little chicane there, the bus stop.
Couple drivers picking up a 1X there on that first lap, probably just cutting the curbs a little too close. That's going to happen here tonight, but there is no incident point penalty here at the Roval, so nothing to sweat too much.
Sellers is looking to pass Khan here on the inside. He got him there.
So Sellers on the move after starting from the pits.
He's currently 16th? 17th?
My leaderboard hasn't updated just yet. Still shows him as... Well, is he a lap down? I actually thought he was on the lead lap, but now it's showing Sellers as a lap down. He might need to hold on till the stage break to get a lucky dog to get caught up on the lead lap.
I wonder, because I'm showing everybody on lap 2 and him.
To double check our timing and scoring here tonight.
It may have been because he didn't make the outlap.
Well, Craighead now with a 2-second lead. Then it's 3 seconds from Simmons back to Boyd. 2 seconds back to Hammond, and that's the first close battle. Hammond and Cano. Couple drivers getting tagged for cutting the course here. I'm going to try to catch all of those as well here. Oh, we've got some action there. 47 goes around. That is Khan. We back that up. See what happened. Just 3 wide. Sellers and Gallman get together, and the 47 is into the curb anyway, and he's going to go around on his own. Gallman jumps to the pits. We're going to go take a look at that again.
Oh.
That almost has the look of something strange happening there, as Griffin misses the backstretch chicane. I'm going to jump back in that replay one more time. I feel like something happened here. Maybe Sellers cut the chicane and had to slow down.
I'm hearing Griffin, little radio chatter. He's got some wheel damage there.
Oh, so
Something happened. He made some contact somewhere.
Gallman in the 53. Let's watch this one again. As they come into that front stretch chicane, Gallman in the 71 and the 53 get together. Sellers shoots by on the outside, but I think he gets a course-cutting penalty trying to avoid that wreck. That checks up Gallman, lets the 47 get side by side with him. And then Gallman just gets maybe too hard on the brakes, maybe a little bit of contact with Sellers. Either way, it didn't look like a ton of contact, but he's going to jump to the pits. Either way, we also had a crash with the 2 truck. I think he's just catching the tail end of this one. You mentioned Griffin had an issue.
I think he said he had wheel damage.
If we can go back and see that. Coming around the back stretch into that chicane. Oh, wasn't that time. So Gallman's still in the pits. Craighead's still leading. Here it is. Here's that replay of Griffin missing the back chicane, but not really sure why.
Well, that's where he had damage before then.
From before, and then Culleton has spun on the chicane. A couple drivers checking up for that. Again, we are trying to track down every bit of information here. We'll back up with Jamie. Comes out of the infield. I'm not sure what. It looked like the truck's handling just fine right there. I think the 50 might have gone around again. Just cut the course. Now I'm showing on lap 4 Khan involved. Another one. Again, just really awkward passing opportunities in that front stretch chicane. Even when people catch other drivers, they're not really sure what to do with it. Well, now we've got Simmons crashed. I think going into turn 1. There it is.
Yeah, he lost him.
Oh, and he just avoids that Tums heartburn tire wall. Now the 50 involved in another one. This is up the hill. Round turns 5, 6, and 7. This gets on the gas a little too soon. I think Gallman might have cut the track a little too aggressively. Here, the 50 did as well. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, it didn't look like he was too far off in the chicane, but I don't think you can stay on the apron that long. We go back live. Check on our leader. Michael Boyd has gotten around Kyle Simmons for second. We saw Simmons spin there in turn 1, and that's the result of that. But Craighead now has a 12-second lead. Having a great time out there.
Yes. He's fixing to put Culleton a lap down here.
And that is bad news for anybody else hoping to catch that lucky dog. Right now, I believe that is Gallman that would have been in that position, but he's still in the pits or close to it.
I have Gallman out right now. He just came out. Craighead just
there he is.
passed
He's
him.
right there. Okay, so he's 2 laps down. So Culleton now in the lucky dog position. And Craighead just pulling away. He won already this season back at Auto Club in week 2. Craighead Racing for Skidmark Motorsports. Check on his teammates out there. Kieran and Anthony both running in the top 10. At this point, everybody on track is pretty spread out. A little, oh, and now the 53 spins. That's right in front of Sellers. That is not going to help Wyvil's run to the front. His teammate Michael Boyd is riding in second. He is really struggling to get those tires cooled off, get some grip here. Gets it going. Right now, best battle on track is for 13th, as Sahadak has caught that 53 on those hot tires. Another great battle is for third. Simmons continues to slip back now as Landon Cano has caught him. Going for the pass. Like we got a lot of Dirty South fans here in the chat. Love to see you guys here joining us for the race tonight. This has become a three-way battle as Sahadak is on the bumper of the 53 and under fire from the 47 behind. Not a ton of movement in terms of position here in the first part of the race. Take a look at who's up the most spots. Wyval up 6 positions to 13th. Khan up 3, Sellers up 2, Sahadak up 2, and Anthony up 1. Craighead's lead is kind of leveled off here at 12 seconds. Boyd. Oh, and the 50 goes around. That's just the last turn in the infield section. Gonna get it moving. Take a look at
Yeah, cloud. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, take a look at our fastest 5 for 5 over the last 5 laps. Who's the fastest trucks on track? Craighead is number 1 by a full second and a half. He has really brought either some practice or some raw talent to this Roval this week. Just running away with it.
Probably a little of both.
As we see the 53 and the 00 get together. I know Walt had been working on him the last couple laps. Now, who is that? Gallman goes around again. The 50 off track again. A lot going on here. As we are now 10 laps in the books. That stage coming at lap 16. A couple drivers just trying to hang on as now Sahadak has gone a lap down. He is sitting in that lucky dog position. Sellers 12th. He's the last car on the lead lap currently. Still a pretty big gap back to the 33. He ought to be okay by the stage end. Battle for third. Eaten up again as looks like Sellers getting a furled black flag. That's what you get for cutting the course. He's gonna have to slow down here, and that is a little uncomfortable as the 50 and the 42 are having issues. Oh, the 50 slaps the wall. And now Hammond misses the backstretch chicane. Tires starting to give up on these drivers. Sahadak goes around. That's the front stretch chicane. Almost half the field having issues on that lap. Abu Saeed, Budweiser 2 truck. There goes Culleton through the backstretch chicane again. Kiernan goes around. There's Griffin. He cuts the course and that gets a slowdown. Oh, our leader, Craighead, into the wall hard. Back that up. I don't know if he got wheel damage, but it was enough to get a 2X. Ooh, kind of slapped the rear end. I think a next-gen car would have broken that toe link, but these trucks are a little bit tougher.
Yeah, you'd be crab walking in next gen.
Ooh, the 50. Nose first into the wall. His troubles continue. I believe Culleton is the sole driver representing Racing Edge here tonight. Teammate Como not making the race. There goes the 53. Having a bit of an issue there on the front stretch chicane. And it's just a snowball effect. You make one turn bad, you get in one spin, and the heat gets in your tires, and you just can't get it out.
Yeah. It
And
wouldn't help them any there. They're on the older tires now, and the track temp dropped to about 103, and now it's climbed back to 109. So it's heating up.
there, Griffin again with the slowdown penalty coming out of that front stretch chicane. He's going to need to adjust his racing line if he wants to break into the top 5. He's running 8th right now, but every lap you have to take a 3 or 4 or 5 second slowdown. Not going to be good. Oh, and Sellers hits the wall. That is right out of the backstretch chicane. We're going to go back and watch that one again. That looked rough. Here as we watch the one truck racing the 91. Or is that the 81? 81 of Weaver. He gets to his inside to make the pass and might have just overcooked it. Oh, and then he hops both curbs. He got some air on that one. Not in a good way. That has got to be heavy damage to the one, and he's on pit road now. Not what you want to see. Now Weaver has crashed. That might have just been him avoiding Sellers. Take a look. That is not... Who put those grandstands there? Oh, he's right in front of the leader. Heading into turn 1. I think he just tried a little too hard to stay out of the leader's way and then was slower than normal, got into the gas and spun that thing around. Oh, back up front. The 33 does not seem to be slowing down after that contact. Now a 17-second lead, and only 10 cars remain on the lead lap. Brooks, my apologies. Three laps to go till stage. Sellers in the grass. It's at the end of the infield. I want to talk about something we just saw there. The 33, it looks like he was all the way in the grass coming to that front stretch chicane. That is actually not a 1X, not an off track, and it's not grass. It is turf, and there is a lot of grip over there. As long as you keep about maybe a third of the tire on the track, you will not get an off track heading into that chicane. As now the 21 of Boyd laps the 81. Best battle on track is right here between the 07 and the 92. Seawright not too far behind either. Oh, more contact. There's the 74 and the 53 get together. 74 is a lead lap car. That's Simmons. He's in 4th. See what happens here. I think the 74 just isn't expecting the 53 to be that slow, and then he gets on the gas trying to clear him. Ends up pushing him off the track. 47 sneaks by while they're doing that. Again, oh, the 2 goes around. That's right at the... Oh, big contact now between the 53 and the 07 of Chapman. There's no way that Chapman is happy about that. A lap car getting into him on the backstretch. Sellers finding a new way around the infield there. We're going to go back and see what happened to Chapman. Yeah, the 92, the 07, and the 13 are all lead lap, and they are flying by the 53, and I'm not sure what happened there. Either his pedal broke or he just did not see the braking point. Big contact for the 07. Imagine the radios are lighting up here at the end of the stage. 2 laps remain. And again, the best battle on track is here with the 92 as they catch the lap traffic of the 50 truck. Seawright pounding the 92. Sellers again off track with a slowdown. There, the 50 kind of goes wide to let these lead lap cars go by. That's going to give Seawright an opportunity to draft out of turns. NASCAR turn 2. Roval, I think it's turn 8. He's going to peek inside and then think better of it. Gets a great exit here. Ultimately has to check up a little bit as Hammond goes down to the apron to get all the speed he can out of that chicane. That's going to give him a little bit of a breathing room on Seawright. Still 10 cars on the lead lap. Abu Saeed cutting the track. He gets a slowdown. Might have crashed even. Let's go take a quick look. Oh, it gets into Sahadak. Oh, that's Griffin, actually. That is live. We went to look at a replay, and iRacing threw us back live to catch that incident. See if we can get caught up here. So Abu Saeed involved in a crash.
Coming up on stage here.
A lot going on here in the final laps. He just gets too hard on the brakes. Then Chapman has a crash. Now Culleton. Just looks like some of these lap cars are really in the way, and I don't mean that as a comment to their driving. It's just once they're not kind of matching the speed of the lap cars, it's just awkward to catch drivers here on this tight Roval. And the caution is out. Stage is over. Craighead has taken it by almost 20 seconds. Let's take this opportunity to go back and catch up on all of those wrecks. So Chapman was the next in line, coming to the front stretch chicane. Just gets loose right at the start finish line. Then we saw the 50 have another issue. He looks to have damage by this point. I know he has it by the time he had a little more contact just after this. Then the one we saw live with Griffin and Sahadak. They're both going around another truck, and that just looks like Jamie missed the braking point. Go back and see that one one more time. Again, Sahadak is coming into turn 1, and now those two not agreeing on when you should be braking into turn 1. Then we saw the 2 have another issue going off track. Oh, he just missed the chicane. Take the slowdown and move on with your race. So there we go. Stage 1 pretty messy. We've got a lot of fans cheering in the chat tonight. See, let's go Dirty South. Infield legends.
We got somebody giving away their mama in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know.
Really likes Hammond.
Somebody really pulling for Hammond out there. We've got people cheering for the 2, the 47, the 92.
$45.
Yeah, so let's do a little, everybody's kind of getting caught up to the pace line. It takes a while here at the Roval. Once they're all pretty much caught up, expect iRacing to open pit road. We'll get going with that. But let's do a rundown here. It's Craighead out front. He's even past the pace car right now. Is it just me or does that Porsche look small? You could put that in the back of one of these trucks and haul it around.
Good.
So it's Cameron Craighead up front. Michael Boyd in second. Landon Cato in the 45 truck. He is sitting third. Kyle Simmons lost 2 positions since the start of the race. We saw him just kind of get loose there on the front stretch. Never recover from that little extra heat in the tires. Then Hammond, last week's winner in that 92 truck. Running in the top 5. Seawright just behind him. Then it's Chapman, Griffin, Kiernan, and Anthony are the top 10. Those are all the drivers on the lead lap. I believe that Mr. Weaver is going to be our lucky dog here under this caution. And here come the drivers down pit road. I don't think fuel is really an issue here tonight. Maybe in the final stage, but I think they're going to be pretty good to go. We might see one green flag stop in the second stage, but nobody really needing it here in the first. That's why they're stopping here. Looks like everybody taking the time to get 4 tires, make any repairs they might need. And that is a tight left-hander out of pit road if you're the leader in that first stall. You look now, it looks like Griffin going to make some extended repairs. Sahadak and Culleton. Chapman made only about 15 seconds of repairs. Simmons making about 4 seconds.
I think they're getting about 20 laps on fuel. Going back to what you were saying earlier about the fuel.
All right, so
They say 1.
so they might make it.
Maybe. They can be pushing it.
Tell you what, if it was close, I would just come down and top off.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm, one of these drivers running 6th through 10th. It doesn't seem like I've got the speed to win this race outright, especially with Craighead having such a strong lead. But I might be able to catch him on a fuel strategy. Looks like the 50 is actually called a black flag.
See that.
See what that was for.
I wonder if he got caught on pit road with something.
I think. Well, I mean, so that's when I click on it, it's showing his entry to pit road. So either he entered it when it was closed. He doesn't look to be speeding, but he is a lap down. I wonder if he just came in a lap early. Either way, he's gonna have to serve a drive-through penalty here under green, I am assuming. And they are coming around NASCAR turn 4. We've got one more lap here to pace before we get going again. 2 drivers stayed out to catch the wave around. That's going to be the 47 of Khan and the 1 of Sellers. Looks like we've got our IT and out teammates cheering on in the chat for that number 45 truck. They say he's got something for Craighead here in the second half. And we started with a 19 car or 19 truck field. Only one driver is out. That's the 82. Had a rough start. Exited the race back on lap 3. Otherwise, with those wave rounds, that leaves us with 13 trucks on the lead lap. It's a Haydak and BRoval battling for the lucky dog position.
And I know one thing.
What's that?
I'm gonna enjoy doing this penalty report.
This will be an easy one. Now there, I mean, we might get a couple directory
like a week off
reviews though, with some of the contact we saw there. Coming down the backstretch, shoot through that backstretch chicane one more time. We're going to be coming back to green once we get around here. Joe, I saw you doing some practice here for the cup race. I've done some myself. What do you think the secret is going to be, and how much of those curbs are you hitting?
I'm hitting a couple. It's going to be all about patience, man. It's got to, you know, the guys that can calm themselves down and make consistent laps and, you know, try not to burn up your tires, because it's going to be a hot one too. So I think it's going to come down to who's the most patient and consistent and staying out of trouble.
Yeah, I feel like the key is going to be qualifying up front, and that's the easiest way to avoid the trouble from my perspective. So pay a lot of attention to that Cup Series qualifying as the green flag is back out here at the Roval. Boyd and Craighead side by side, the 45 in third. And the 21 gets a great start there on the outside, but he's out of position here in turn 1. Craighead big into the curbs. And again, he's just got that inside lane here, but if they make it to turn 3, I thought Boyd might try to push to the inside. He lays back a little bit. Gonna let that 33 have it for now.
He's right there on him.
They are weaving through the infield. No other issues while this is going on. Everybody else pretty spread out. Best battle on track is the one for the lead right now. Oh, hard contact for the 53. And now a battle shaping up for third as Hammond is catching the 45. He's got to run down the backstretch. Can't do anything about it. Craighead got a mirror full of that 21 truck.
Yeah, he does. He's sticking right there with him. He's you know, he's praying for a mistake. Oh,
Ooh.
He gives him a bumper going into.
And that
He holds
really
on to it.
upsets Boyd's truck,
It did.
which might be the best thing. I think after a contact like that, you'd be worried the 33 might come back with a slam of his own. We've got a number of drivers caught up in some contact now. If we can see what that was about.
You got Kieran and Khan.
I've got Craighead and Boyd. That was the first one. We saw that one live. Then Wyval and Sellers were the next one. Ooh. Unrelated. All right, then I had, Anthony and Kiernan. And again, drivers just not agreeing on the braking point into turn 1, causing some bumper-to-bumper contact. Then Sahadak with an issue. Oh, just overcooked the turn. That's pretty hard contact. I think that's going to need some repairs. Up front, though, Craighead starting to pull away, getting around some lap traffic. 45 trying to stay in the picture. We got a 7/10 gap between first and second, and then a 2-second gap back to third.
He's pushing pretty hard. 21's pushing pretty hard, trying to get back to Craighead.
And we have some more heavy contact for Weaver and Gallman. Chapman also involved. These might be separate incidents, but they happen almost at the exact same time. I think Chapman just cut the track. And, oh, right there. Oh, and we've got Sellers hard into the wall. Let's go back and see that Weaver and Gallman contact. Again, it just looks like the 81 is slowing up to make the turn, and Gallman is not. Both of those trucks with heavy damage. Then the 2 has to cut the track to get around it. Go back and see what happened to Sellers again. He just got loose on his own.
Front end.
And he is lucky that he was by himself there, because that is a part of the track where if there was anyone coming behind him, they are not going to be able to avoid it. Now the 53 spins around.
21 has caught Craighead.
Just a half second between the 33 and the 21.
Craighead's a lot faster on that front stretch than 21. He pulls away from him there, but 21 is really he's pushing hard. He wants to get in front of him.
Yeah, and Boyd also a winner this season at Daytona. So right now, our 3 winners this season are in the top 4. Hammond being the 3rd driver. Cream of the crop. Rising to the occasion here tonight. Got a little bit of a battle coming up now. Back between the 6 and the 42. This is a battle for 7th as Sellers goes around again, and they're in that tunnel out of turn 1. He's all alone for now, but the 53 is coming in hot. There he is, just as frame, and Sellers gets going. Up front, the 21 continues to eat into the lead of the 33. Take a look at the 21.
He caught him that time on the front stretch there.
He's right there.
Now.
We take a look at the 21's night. I mean, the Anthony goes around in the front stretch infield grass. He had been moving his way up, slow and steady, up to 7th right there. That's going to drop him back to
21
10th.
to the inside. Oh, he made contact. 21's around him.
There it is, 33 fighting back on the outside. Go back and watch how he got that done. There it is, 33 gets loose. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Then when they go up the hill, the 21 nudges him ever so slightly.
Go back just a little bit and watch it from the going into what I think it's 2. Is it 2? Let's see. 3, I think. Right here. Slung it in there on him. I made contact there. Greg Aid's getting a little loose.
Oh yeah, that just sets him up for it.
Oh, he's in. Oh, Craig Head's way off. He's probably done burn him up.
We head back live. Yeah, now a 2-second gap between the 21 and the 33 as Boyd starts to pull away. Here on lap 25. Right now, closest battle on the track is here between Chapman and Kiernan. I believe Kiernan just got around that 07. Trying to get there is Chapman.
Yeah, he keyed up on the radio and let the 47 know politely, very politely. Hey, we're racing for position back here, and 47 obliged.
Yeah, talking about the 47, that is Khan. He is the first car 1 lap down in 13th. No lucky dogs left to come out here tonight. Take a look at his night. He was moving forward, then caught up in some accidents and had to make some repairs back around lap 19.
Greg Head's making a charge again on the 21. I think 21 jumped out there and probably heated his up now.
And that is the way it goes here at the Roval. An extremely technical course. I would almost think of it as a street course in terms of comparing it to something like Sonoma or Watkins Glen. There's a lot of room for error at those tracks where if you don't nail the corner perfectly, you're still okay. You lose some speed. But at Chicago, that boy goes around.
Oh, he barely
and
missed.
Look out, the
Greg Head.
45 just went by as well.
What happened there?
Let's go back and look. I think he spun here on the exit of the infield. That is a terrible angle. There we go.
Did he downshift or something?
Oh, and Griffin's in the wall hard.
Missed.
There's too
He had
much.
a misshift.
Too much to watch here. Let's go back and ride along with Boyd for this one. Oh, you're right. Almost like it got stuck in neutral. Doesn't hit anything. Gets it going again. This is not a insurmountable mountain he's got left to climb. But Craighead back in the lead, and the 45 in second place, trying to track him down. Back live. Griffin is going to hit pit lane. We saw him get into the wall there just a lap or two ago. Hard contact to that right side. His night not going the way he hoped.
Yeah, I think they got, what, about 11, 12 laps to go here?
We've got 13 to go on my screen. Everybody pretty well spread out. I think, let's see, there is a battle for fourth. That is the closest battle on track. As the 74 of Simmons tries to track down Hammond in front of him in the 92. And there goes Boyd into the wall again. We talked about this earlier. As soon as you overheat those tires, they come back to bite you over and over again. The 21 now drops to fifth behind Simmons. And don't look now, but the 45 is eating into the 33's lead hard. I think he gained 3 seconds that lap. Sure if the 33 had an issue there.
I didn't see anything.
Let's see. No, that's the 21. Yeah, just hopped the curb. Gets into the wall. Craighead did not have any issues I'm seeing on my screen that lap, but it was a slow one compared to his previous. Kano making up 1.4 seconds last time around on the 33. Simmons starting to track down Hammond. This is for third. They are almost 14 seconds behind the leader, but they are right on top of each other. This looks like the 74 gets through that chicane so much easier. There he goes. So now Boyd has hit pit road. Looks like he wanted some fresh tires just to ride this thing out. He's all the way back in 9th now.
Yeah, Lynch, I think that's what it is a little bit of track temp. It's hovering around 108 right now, and they're a few laps on those tires now, so you know they're good and hot.
Here goes the 74 to the inside of the 92. Has to back out of it. And again, these turns look wide, but the racing line is very thin. Abu Saeed into the wall.
Weevil. It slowed him down much, but he gave him a shot there. It was by accident.
Oh, it looks like... Not sure if this is before or after. 53 having an issue there. Either way, the gap at the lead now 0.8 of a second. The 45 doing everything he can to catch the 33. Still got... Oh, and there goes Weaver again. He's the last car on the lead lap right now, other than Sellers, but Sellers is on pit road. These two up front, just kind of trading good laps for bad ones back and forth. Now a 1.4 second lead. The 45 must have missed his marks there. Look at him again, the lone representation for the IT and Out team here tonight. A lot of drivers opting to skip the Roval. Not their cup of tea. But this is a huge opportunity for either Craighead to build his playoff bonus point lead for later in the season, or for this 45 to break onto the playoff scene here in just race 4 of the regular season with the THDesigns Truck Series. There he goes, and that's going to be a slowdown. He's going to have to give it back, and the 45 takes it. And that is not the way the 33 wanted to lose the lead either. Kano with the lead. Griffin having an issue again.
Craig gets back on the bumper of the 45 there.
And the pressure is on both of those trucks, sliding through turn 3. Trying to get a run here. Griffin and Sellers having issues, but we're going to stay locked on this battle for the lead. Great racing here. We're going to jump on board with the 45, looking back at Craighead in the 33. Kano out of Layton, Utah. And right there, you could see Craighead really back up the braking zone so that he could try to get a run here. But the 45 getting through pretty smooth. Now the 6/10 gap Coming up on a lapper. That's Abu Said. He's going to go 2 laps down. Oh, and Craighead takes advantage of kind of an awkward corner for both of them, getting around the lap truck. He's going to take the lead back. Like we said, these two just trading hot laps for awkward ones and giving the lead back and forth. You know, it almost looked like once the 45 had gotten into the lead, I think he'd been using the 33, you know, as kind of a marker to measure his speed, and out front, the truck looked a little uneasy. I think I always prefer to be in second because, you know, I'm just going to copy what this guy does, but do it 1% better, and I'll catch him. When you're out front, there's nothing to measure yourself against. Other than the wall, I guess. 45 with a great backstretch chicane.
I think, too, it's more pressure out there out front when you got somebody behind you. I'd rather be chasing than... Oh, Craighead overshoots it.
That's going to be a slowdown. It happens again. He gives up the lead for the second time with a chicane slowdown penalty.
That pressure. So now you go... We got, what, how many to go? 6?
7 to go. From my viewpoint, as 45 has a little bit of an awkward moment. 33 eats into that lead. Look at their last 5 laps. Oh, that's the wrong...
Oh, Craighead's right on his bumper.
There we go. Kano had been faster for 4 laps in a row, and then Craighead gaining on him now.
I think Kano, it looks like he's got some damage on his spoiler back there.
They are right on top of each other again. Craighead kind of backs up the entry here. I think I see damage on the left front of the 45 as well. When did that happen? I feel like we were just watching, but I didn't see hard contact. I'm gonna jump back and look here, see if we can see it. Did he get into the wall? Oh, he did. That is going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Back up front. Craighead big over the curbs. He takes the lead back.
Yeah, it's a good battle for the lead here.
I mean, you can see that fender pushed in. I'm not sure aerodynamics matter all that much here.
I mean, if it would be on probably the back stretch there.
Either way, it does look to have affected the speed of the 45, whether it's physical or mental. Yeah, I mean, losing a ton of speed there. Heading out onto the banked turns. Last lap, he was 0.3 slower than the leader. Gets through that chicane pretty well, and now he's gaining again. Yeah, this is just going to be a battle of who can kind of reach Zen Enlightenment fastest and hold it there. Get into a rhythm and get those lap times down. The fastest driver on the track is the 21 of Michael Boyd. He has rebounded from 9th. He pitted after a couple of times of hitting the wall and heating up the tires. Got 4 fresh tires and has driven his way back to 6th position. He's 35 seconds out of the lead, but moving forward, and he's got Simmons and Seawright right there in front of him. Just a 3-second gap covers all 3 of those trucks, so I think he's going to be coming for those positions soon, as he is all over the 74. Fresh tires really showing up for Boyd right now.
Craighead's really starting to put a little gap between them.
Most drivers on track running 126s, while Craighead and Boyd are running 124s. Check our fastest 5 for 5 again. We mentioned it. Boyd laying it down with some fresher tires, but it's actually Chapman in 9th position. That is the second fastest car on the track. And he's chasing down the 42 right now. Then Craighead, then Kano. Oh, both of these drivers slapping the wall. I mentioned earlier I like following another driver because you can just do what they do and do it 1% better. But if what they're doing is getting into the wall, that doesn't work.
No.
And you can hear the tire squealing. The 81 goes around there. You can see him just out of frame. Big problems. The 47 has also picked up a black flag for something. And he's in the pits taking care of whatever that was. Kano getting it back under him.
Yeah.
Cutting the lead back to a second. This is wild. As these two drivers are just in a head games match. 4 laps to go. Kano doing everything he can. Catch that 33. Closing. Just 3 to go. Let's check on our lap leaders. Craighead has led 31 here tonight. Kano led 4 here as he's been swapping the lead back and forth. Boyd led 3. And Culleton got 1. I'm not sure how that happened. Must have been during some pit stops, because that 50 truck did not have a great run early on. He's out of the race right now. These two matching lap times. So you see Weaver off track. He's going to jump to the pits, get out of the way of these leaders. 2.5 laps remain. Boyd has caught the 13 of Seawright. This is for 4th. Third place Hammond is another 10 seconds ahead of these two, so I don't think Boyd's going to catch him. But he can get this 4th place. Plenty of time. We're going to jump back to the lead because that gap is dropping now. 8 tenths, 7 tenths. Let's jump on board with the 45 as he tries to chase down the 33 here with just 2 laps to go. The gap holding pretty steady here. Now drops. You can just see each driver kind of has strengths and weaknesses around the lap. Looks like Craighead goes a little wide there on that turn. That's going to let the 45
hurt him a little bit.
Just kisses the wall. That's perfect. Use every inch of the track and no more. Here they come down the backstretch for the next to last time. How hard are you going to push the brakes?
I think that damage is hurting 45 there. He drops back on the backstretch there.
6 tenths gap. Here comes Landon. Coming to the white flag. Craig had a little loose, but he is heavy on the throttle. I don't know, Joe. I think he's run out of time, out of tires.
Yeah.
33 starting to pull away.
If he was going to do anything, if he was going to get him, he'd have to do it now and not on the backstretch there.
Meanwhile, that battle for fourth, Seawright is not giving it up, and now they have caught Hammond. The 13 goes around. Hammond must have had an issue and backed up. Like I mentioned, he had a 10-second gap to these two. And that's going to let the 92 take back third place, the last podium spot. Boyd is going to try to catch him before this thing is over. At the front, it's a 2.5 seconds between Craighead and Kano. The 45 runs out of time. The 33 going to pick up his second win of the season. One final turn. And Craighead is our first multi-race winning driver of the season. Gonna do it backwards across the line. Start his burnout early. You better watch out. There's gonna be a number of drivers still finishing up the race. Boyd. Oh, Hammond must have had an issue as Boyd got around him, and so did Seawright now. And now Simmons goes around. Something wrong with that 92 truck, Joe. Did he run out of fuel?
He may have.
We talked about how some of these drivers are going to be close.
He did.
Oh, heartbreak for the 92 running in third, lined up to get a podium. And he's the only driver running out. What happened?
I heard through the chat a couple laps ago that there were some of them that were in save mode there, but I don't know exactly what happened with fuel, why they didn't have enough.
Well, the 33 is up front celebrating in that Tums turn one, heartbreak corner, whatever they call it. There's your podium. Craighead holds off Kano. And Michael Boyd has a catastrophic wreck that takes him out of the lead. He comes to pit road, puts on fresh tires, and drives from 9th to 3rd to get back on the podium. What a drive by the by the 21. I'm excited to talk to all three of these guys.
That was a good one.
See if we can find Boyd in the voice channels and get him up here. Driver of the 21 with a miraculous comeback here in the final laps of the race. Michael Boyd, you got Shane and Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
How about that? We saw you get to the lead and then get loose and tag the wall. And we talked all night on the broadcast about how once those tires get heated up, it's hard to get them cooled back down. Tell us about your night.
Really, what happened there was I misshifted and I went from second into first and I just got loose. But I really thought I had it there because I gave him a run for the win. I passed him and I hate how that happened. Then after that happened, into the first chicane, I went in there, sent it too hard, and I hit the wall. So I decided to pit there because I had to pit anyways for fuel. So I went in, pitted tires, fuel, and I got my fast repair, went back out, and I think I came out like 8th. And then I just started moving my way up through the field. And I didn't think I had a chance to come back out, but I'm happy I am where I am right now.
Yeah, and almost some more disaster there at the end as it looked like the 92 was running out of fuel right in front of you in the 13.
Yeah, Seawright spun. We had like a three-way battle for third there. Seawright spun right in front of me on that last chicane, and I don't know what happened. I guess he ran out of fuel and just told me to pass him, and that's when I got third. I'm happy to be where I'm at right now, too.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on the podium finish. Anybody else you want to thank for tonight's performance?
Yeah, my friends, family, and everyone watching. Dirty South Racing for giving me this fast board tonight. Speed Edge Designs, R&B Tires, Open Fender, Full Send Media, and you guys put on the show, broadcasting this race and all that. Everyone at GEC.
Now, we're happy to have you. Some great racing out there tonight. Congratulations on the podium finish. We'll catch you next week.
Yep. Can't wait.
All right. Next up is P2, the 45 of Kano. And before we start, is it Kano or Kano? I want to get it right.
Kano.
Kano. All right. Thank you for correcting me.
No, no biggie, man. No biggie at all.
All right. We saw you catch the leader of the 33s fast all night. You didn't really have anything for him in the opening stage, but we saw your teammates in the live chat saying you had something for him in the second half, and you sure did. But once you got there, you guys just kept trading it back and forth. Tell us about that battle.
Oh, man, it's Craig Hedy's a great driver. First off, I want to thank IT and Out, Caleb Ellswick, all those guys for giving me an opportunity to race for him this year. Glad we could bring it up on the podium. But, I mean, either way, yeah, it was a tight race. A lot of here and there, a couple mistakes on me that, just driver mistakes. But I mean, to go from 5th all the way back up here, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, not a lot of pit strategy or anything tonight, so you just had to do it outright. When we talked a little bit in the booth about how it's fun to follow someone who's fast because you can just copy what they do and do it, 1% better. But when you get into the lead, you don't have that rabbit to chase anymore. Was that kind of something that factored into how you guys traded the lead back and forth so many times?
I think it definitely could be part of it. Like I said, when you got that guy right on your back bumper going in either one of the chicanes, you tend to make a couple mistakes here and there. So, I mean, overall, it was great racing, a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we enjoy seeing your IT and Out esports teammates in the chat cheering you on. Congratulations again on second place. Anybody else you need to thank for tonight's race?
I mean, really, like I said, Caleb, these guys at IT and Out, brought me a fast Toyota. So, love that. All the friends, family watching back at home. Love you guys. Glad we were able to put on a show.
All right. Congratulations. We'll see you again out there next week.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Have a good night. Next up, the winner, the lap leaders. The lap leader on the night, Craighead in the 33. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
How about that? We see you just dominate stage 1. What are you thinking as that second stage starts? You feeling pretty comfortable? And then all of a sudden, you've got Boyd and the 45 there to battle with you. Tell us about that second half.
Yeah, the first half was clean and green, man. It was great. But we got to that second half after that pit stop, and the clouds came and track changed. But I was saving fuel really hard to make it so I didn't have to pit because I knew if I pit, someone else wouldn't, and I would lose. So I had to save. I clutched half the track, but those guys, they figured out something in that second half, and they were racing hard, but ultimately we came across the line first.
You did. We saw you, though, cut the chicanes a couple times and have to take that time penalty, that slowdown penalty. That has got to be a frustrating way to lose the lead. How do you come back from that when it happens more than once, even there in the closing stages?
Yeah. I was just, clutched in halfway down the corners and just saving fuel. So, the braking point's different. A few times, I overshoot and then you lock up, and it's just gonna happen when you're doing something. I was out of a rhythm trying to save fuel, so it's just gonna happen. But you gotta keep your head down and just get back up there. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, and you just gotta capitalize on them, get back up front, and lead the race.
And that's exactly what you did. We also saw you tag the wall at one point. Did you get any damage from that, or was it more cosmetic?
So in the first stage, I hit the wall in I don't remember where, but I did hit the wall and I got some right side damage, but not a big deal. Took a fast repair because I didn't think I would hit the wall again, and we weren't gonna pit. So I wanted my truck to be beautiful. This race lab's beautiful trucks. But yeah, that second hit was pretty hard. We got some wheel damage, but I don't think it was too bad. There was only 4 laps left, so we just drove it home.
Well, congratulations on the win. You overcame contact, penalties, and all that, and just kind of spanked them there in the first half. So really impressive race. You're the first driver to win multiple races this season, and start building that bonus buffer into the postseason. So congratulations again to anybody else you need to thank for tonight's performance.
First of all, I want to thank myself. It's my birthday tomorrow, so it feels pretty good to get a win tonight. Yeah, I want to thank. I want to thank Wesley Lynch for giving me this ride. I say it every week, but it's truly an honor to drive with the Skidmark Motorsports team. They're awesome. Everybody who drives with them is great, and I've learned a lot with them. And I feel like I've brought the team to a new level in some points. I've helped out a lot, I think, and we're gonna win this championship with him. I want to thank Chevrolet, Race Labs, Team Conti. That was a great setup this week. Track temps were a bit off with it, but still a good setup. I want to thank Outlaw Performance. I want to thank you guys in the broadcast booth. Always. I want to thank all the admins for keeping up every week. I know y'all don't get paid or nothing, so it's a great job. Y'all do a great job for just volunteering your time. I want to thank my family and friends, all my support systems. And that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Happy birthday. Now you got an extra reason to celebrate. We will see you next week.
Alrighty, y'all have a good night.
You. Now, it looks like we do have one other person in the booth. I don't know if he's actually got his mic on and he's ready to talk, but Jamie Griffin, the 5 truck, not having the night he was looking for. Jamie, you got any thoughts on the race?
Honestly, I finished the race. It was, there was a couple of hiccups. Obviously, taking that wheel damage on like lap 3, that sucked. So the first stage really was a hindrance. But I did wind up getting to like 6th, 7th in the first stage. Wound up coming in early for the pit because, again, smacked that same exact wall on lap like 30. So I came in for, to get gas and stuff because I had to pit anyway. So it really didn't lose me a lot of time. But just the lockups, the lockups were the biggest thing tonight, was just trying to save the spin. That mainly the problem.
So haven't been out there and battled through the adversity tonight. What are you expecting in Thursday night's Cup race?
Thursday night's Cup race is going to be actually really interesting because the show out for the Cups have obviously been much larger than the trucks. We expect to see 30 plus drivers on the track for Thursday. And in all honesty, from what I hear, those cars are a lot harder to drive. And coming up over that hill into that turn 6 or 7, I think the Cups might see a bigger issue than the trucks.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just in practice, it's been hard to get multiple clean laps in a row. We'll see what we have for them on Thursday. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here with the THDesign Truck Series for this race at the Don't Tase Me BRoval 92 we had here tonight. Had a lot of fun watching this one. Joe, any closing thoughts?
It was a good one. I enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna get off here and probably go practice some. If I learned anything from the truck races, that I need a little more practice.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. So, yeah, the hot track and these trucks put on a great show tonight. So thanks everybody for tuning in and for cheering on your drivers. We'll see you again on Thursday with the GEC NASCAR League.